If you're new to the holiday season sales life, or you're just starting out in the e-commerce business and you'd like to know how to get yourself into the system and what are the tips that you need to get the maximum amount of success during this holiday time, keep watching, because I'll be sharing my tips and tricks that I've used to get success during this time and my advice for you during the holiday season. What we're going to start with is analyzing your products. What I mean by this is analyzing each of your products to figure out which one is your best seller. You want to know which one is your best seller throughout your business lifespan. So maybe throughout business, or for this year, for the fiscal year that you are watching this video, or for how long you're open. So even if it's not a year, but what's your best seller from the beginning of your business until now? That's what you're trying to figure out here. This will help you get an idea of which product or products you may want to sell during the holiday season. Which one do you want to promote and make it your sales driver during the holiday season? This tip is important because chances are, if it did well during the regular seasons, probably throughout, before the holiday seasons, throughout, business, chances are it may do well in the holiday season. Just with a few tweaks, maybe changing the fragrance, etc., which we're going to get into later, this same product will do well for you in the holiday season. So once you decide on your best sellers, now you want to figure out how you're going to fit these products into the holiday sale for the holiday season. So you may be wondering, what does this even look like, right? So this can be either one, a few products, two products, but just to make sure you have the products that you feel in your business did well for you and brought you more customers or retained customers. So now you're like, what's the purpose? Well, you have this list of products, you have your list of bestsellers. You can use this list to create sets. These sets will make it easier for customers to shop and gift their favorite products to family members or whoever they want to give it to. But it will make it an easier shopping experience rather than them having to come on the website or come to the market, pop-up shop, and have to look for things. If you already created sets for them, it's easier for them to grab and go. Sometimes people are just in a rush to get a gift, and as a result, they just want to come see something nice and grab it. And also, if they have worked with you before or purchased your items before, they know what work, they know what they like, they have their favorites, they kind of feel like obligated, like they'll want to give somebody, they want to gift somebody these products because it works so well for them. So having this list and putting them in a set will also help. Now, this tip may not work for everybody, and it may not work for every product, right? So before I said you can make sets with your best sellers, right? Now, another thing that you could do is add a twist to your best sellers. Depending on the types of product you're selling, you're able to create different fragrances to match the holiday season. So for example, holiday season that's coming up now is the Christmas season. So you want to think about, we only have October, pumpkin, you have December, cinnamon, gingerbread, mint, candy cane, those type of scents. So you can go ahead and get those type of fragrances to add to your product, body butter, lotion, soaps, whatever it is, in order to be a part of the festivities. This is not a must, but it's an additional step for your business, an additional marketing step for your business, because some people do look for those fragrances. Now, this is not to say to take away from your OGs, because usually your OGs carry the business. So what you want to do is have your OGs, but twist these OGs by adding these fragrances, but still have your OGs available, because some people just want the original scent, the original product. Having these fragrances will just help maximize your sales during the holiday season and kind of drive people to you and drive people to your website or your pop-up table, if you're popping up. So if you're a new business and you don't have a lot of products, you don't even have a lot of best sellers, this will be the perfect opportunity for you to launch your products, launch a new line, launch a new set, a new category. This will be the best time to do that, because people are looking to try different things, people are looking for gifts, people are looking to purchase, they're ready to buy things. So it would be smart to launch a product during this time, or launch a new category this time, or a variation of your previous OG product during this time. What I would suggest for this is you can launch it, but you can also launch it as a set. you can create mini versions of your product and launch it in a set. So I'm going to post I have a set here somewhere. I'm going to post my set. Let me tell you why. Because sometimes when people are trying to buy holiday gifts, they might not want to buy something really big and the person don't like it. So if you have a mini set full of like, you know, the essentials in mini versions of what of your other products, then this will be ideal for customers to purchase as gifts. By doing this, you're also able to test the market to see what they like, because then you'll get back reviews. You know, customers will come back and probably ask you for a larger size. So you never know how this could go for you. This works both online and in stores. The next tip I want to give you for this season is trying to create add-ons that make sense for your customers. So, you know, sometimes we have businesses and we just have all these little mini things. Don't go ahead and get an add-on that doesn't make sense for your customers. If you're selling skincare products, then your add-on might be a face scrub, it might be a lip scrub, it might be a lip balm, but just make sure your add-ons make sense. So what are add-ons? I will say these are mini things that customers can add to their purchases. So if it's online, you would want to use upsell, which is an app that I spoke about before. It's available on Shopify. It might be available on other websites, but I definitely know it's available on Shopify. What you would do with upsell is upsell gives you different prompts. So if someone puts, let's say, a body butter in their cart, then upsell will prompt them, say, hey, add this lip balm to your cart, maybe for $1 less, or, you know, a couple pennies less, a little discount, or maybe because lip balms are cheap, probably don't have to be discounted, but it will put it in their mind that, hey, you can add this to your cart. So that's what an add-on is. Add-ons, I will say, you can make these small items, you can make these your minis, you can make them your lip balms, you can make it soaps, you can basically make it anything that people might want to throw on while they're purchasing their original product. So keep that in mind while you're creating your systems for your holiday season. Also, this works in person at a market. If you have lip balms and mini products available while you're selling it, 9 times out of 10 your customers might grab a few because they want to add stuff to like their gifts, or if they even have gifts already and they just want to add stuff for stocking stuffers. These mini products come really handy as stocking stuffers, so that's an idea as well. For this section of the video, I'm going to give you some very hard advice that you need to hear, and a lot of us need to hear in our business. Now let me explain. It's all in love, but the first thing I'll say is try not to over discount yourself. What I mean is, we know it's the holiday season, we know what comes with the holiday season, we know what people are looking for, and we know what we see around. So what we see is people giving massive discounts, super discounts, crazy discounts. And yes, these discounts will help them, you know, pull in funds and then purchase more products. But if you are a new store, this is just my opinion, if you're a new store and you're just starting out, you can start off with a sale, but be very careful that you're not starting off with a sale so deep that when you do make all this money back, you're not able, like you won't profit right away in your first year when you're just starting out, but you don't want to be at a point where you make all these sales and it can barely cover the cost of making the product. So let's backtrack there. When it comes on to sales, you have to think about how you're making this product. Now, if you're making these products pre-made, it is easier, in my opinion, it is easier to price when it's pre-made because you don't have to take account of the labor to make it. And it is easier to discount because you already know, like, it's just the formula, it's easier to figure out. When you are creating these things by hand, you are putting in a lot of labor. When you over discount it, 9 times out of 10, you do not calculate the amount of labor that you're putting in. So what that means is essentially you're not paying yourself for the labor that you put into creating this product. That's why these discounts are kind of funny, and you have to be very, be very careful with discounting your products. Discounts aren't something that you want to do every month all the time, especially when you're in the beginning. For me, when I was doing my business, I was creating sales. I barely had discounts. I had discounts when I had decided that I was going to close my business. I had a discount. I have discount. It's every now and then, maybe like holiday. Let's get into it. I don't even participate in Black Friday like that. I just feel like, for me personally, participating in Black Friday wasn't worth it, because I wasn't making like a whole bunch of sales. So for me to be making like a minimal amount of sale and participating in Black Friday super, sales, that's a disservice to myself. It didn't make sense for me, or the time that I was putting in. So I was not the person who's like 30% off everything, 50% off everything. That was not happening for me on Black Friday. It was a certain body butter would be like, I have best sellers. Those best sellers, I'll be like, okay, you know what? Selling these at a sale price, it might be less where it concerns profit. However, it would be worth it, because I know selling these at a sale, customers usually like it, so it's going to retain customers, and customers are going to keep coming back for it when it goes back up in price, because it does what it says it's supposed to do, right? So I wasn't, even if I decided to put a sale on the entire store for Black Friday or any holiday, I was not doing any super sales. I was staying in my discount bracket, maybe 20%, 15%, if so much. Sometimes like Columbus Day and all of these sale days, I didn't participate in them. And to be honest, my customers still purchased from me. I was still getting sales, because I was still making sales. I was still profiting, because it just never made those days, those extra sales all the time. It didn't make sense to me. So when I did have a sale, people did purchase, because I rarely have sales. So I say that to say this: do not feel pressured into over discounting your products, especially when it's not beneficial for you or your company. Keep it in mind, if you are doing this full time, you don't have any other income, that means you do not have the flexibility to do super discounts. Now, people may argue that these super discounts may draw in customers, which in regards will grow your business. What I will say to that is, yes, that is true. However, that is not something that you will continuously do over and over again. That is something that you budget for, plan for, and know that, hey, this is what I'm going to do during this time on this month in order to grow my business to this point, and continue back to regular price after that, to retain my customers and give them the value and the product they need. So with that said, you can take this, do what you want with it, but that's just my advice to you and my opinion, and don't stress yourself out. Holiday sales, where it concerns holiday sales, you have to understand your reality. So if you are making multiple sales and you're buying in super bulk, then super discounts might work for you. If you are the opposite of that, super discounts sometimes at this moment right now may not be the perfect choice for you. This is not me saying I am against sales or the holiday seasons. I completely understand it, but I just feel like it is important for a lot of us who are coming up to understand that that might not be our lane in the beginning. That type of sale is probably not for us during the beginning. So that's what I really want to get through here. Yeah, if you made it this far in the video, then you may want to continue watching, the rest of my body butter business videos, including how to price your products. So if that's something you're interested, just go ahead and click the link and keep watching. Have a good day.